Or maybe you have like a teenage kid too. You don't want to, you want to throw the ball around with him at home, but you don't want him to come to the gay bar.
Yeah,
but he comes to the gay bar, he's very comfortable around everybody, and that bothers you.
So the son is like a closet gay.
The 15-year-old son loves the bar.
Well, yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Norm probably doesn't want to be married.
What? Why not?
Yeah, maybe.
What?
Maybe. He's
well, I think that's kind of a good angle because there's always wait. He's always trying to explain to straight women why he owns a gay bar. I think that's kind of a good angle.
Right. Yeah, that's true. He's constantly.
If I'm not married, you mean?
Right. Yeah, not married.
I'm sorry, Sam.
I thought. I agree with you, but I know that Norm doesn't like having a love interest.
No, I don't. But in this situation, if I'd have to be divorced or have a child or something to prove that, like, I'm not, one of those guys that like the grass and that's green on the other side.
There's not a person in America that looks at you that thinks you're anything but as straight as an arrow.
I know.
But I think you don't need like a beard in the show.
No, I know.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting to have a 16 or 17-year-old kid who loves the bar.
But Norm doesn't know. Does Norm know that his son loves the bar?
Oh yeah, he's, and Norm, it really bothers Norm that the kid might really love this bar.
What if he has a gay son? And it's the son's idea, and it's to bring his
kid's like, I like the Pac-Man game. I'm like,
you're playing Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yeah, you're playing Ms. Pac-Man. I see the ribbon in her hair. That's not Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Dot.
There it is. See, there's a scene.
There's a.
And he's got, also Norm's got a, from the old bar, he's got the old Doberman Pinscher, the watchdog from the old bar.
Right.
But now he's got bows in his hair and he's all, fluffed up.
This is not.
Now, should there be...
I have to take the junkyard dog and, fluff him out trying to make it so that the gays will warm to him.
He's got a junkyard dog.
Norm owns the bar, but should there be like you did, Sam, in Cheers, should there be a coach character who's the bartender, like maybe kind of a curmudgeonly straight guy who was the bartender when it was a straight bar, and he's been held over now for the gay phase?
I think that's sort of like what
or that's Norm's character.
Yeah, that's sort of Norm's character, but you were talking about interviewing the for the new bartender when that seems like a good little
that would
montage.
Be a good scene, 'cause I'd be like, not gay enough,
Well, I think again, Norm Macdonald and Sam Simon with us. When you play,
and he would ask him, "Do you find me attractive?" And that would be like,
it also might be interesting to
not?
see, like when the drink special goes on at the bar, they play that typical song YMCA. It might be interesting to see Norm actually do that dance.
Oh, yeah, we have to see that once.
They don't do that. You think these guys are actually dancing to YMCA?
But by the way, that's the scene.
They do that at children's birthday parties. They don't do it in gay bars.
That's going to be the scene that tanks the show. That'll be the scene that the critics cannot believe it. We have a kind of a choreographed number where Norm is leading all the patrons in a real choreographed version of YMCA, and the critics just go, they just hate it, and they just S all over it, and they say, watching Norm Macdonald do a choreograph.
Where are you going with this?
Well, no, but you'd have
You're trying to sabotage the show.
I'm not trying to sabotage.
Don't kill the show.
No, but
we need the money.
But I think we do need a dance scene for Norm. I mean, just one where like in a John Travolta kind of Saturday Night Fever.
Well, what if
suit.
like when I'm I go to interview
these things are all kind of archaic.
Bartenders in the pile, and I'm going, we got to get the fruitiest guy there is, and then like someone says, look, when you're interviewing them, you can't ask them that. Like, that's against civil rights or something like that. So I have to get around it. I have to figure out a way to figure their fruits without coming straight out.
Right. And you assemble a panel. You assemble a panel to try to sit in on the meeting or to kind of overhear the meeting to kind of determine. And that's that.
So he has no gaydar.
Right.
Or maybe I just get up and I bend over, you know what I mean? With my dolphin shorts, and I check the guy out, and some saliva is coming out. You're perfect,
No, but what you do is in the scene, you bend over and you look real quick. It's like you bend over, look real quick. Bend over, look real quick.
Well, see, he might think that's a plan, but any person would say, Norm, you bending over in your dolphin shorts is not the litmus test.
I like it.
It might be revolting.
No, No.
No.
I've seen you in dolphin shorts.
No, but what Tim's saying is whether or not...
I understand what Tim is saying. It's funny. You might think that.
Yeah,
you might think that. Right.
You know, like these
so
guys,
then you find out.
These guys that go like, look, I have nothing wrong with gay guys. Just don't let, just as long as they keep their hands off me, and they're 60-year-old men that, a young gay guy's not going to suddenly grope. Do you know what I mean? Right. You don't understand.
I do understand. Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Norm Macdonald, Sam Simon are with us.
Both ways too, because I'm a good-looking guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can do it
that's the thing. He's like so vain.
Yeah, I think also. Well, let's talk to Abel here. Abel, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, dude.
Hey, can I say hi to Norm?
Sure. Go ahead.
Hey, Norm, how's it going?
The star of Bottoms Up.
He's doing well. He's right here.
That's right. Fantastic. Anyway, I had a good name. In fact, it's funny you guys are talking about this tonight because I actually did do that. I didn't own the bar, but I'm a straight guy, and I worked at a gay bar. Mm-hmm. It's pretty fun. Lots of tips. But anyway, title for the show, kind of a play on words, Just One of the Gays. Because he's just one of the guys. Pretending to be anyway.
So do you have, like, funny stories from there?
Oh, man, I have an insane amount of stories. Would you like one?
Yeah.
Well, you'd probably take a meeting with this guy, Norm.
Oh, yeah, this might be the creative consultant.
A lot of the things he's saying are true. When I got hired there, and that's the thing, is I was in the military, so I had to put that down on my application, on my resume, and I saw them, like, kind of look at each other after I handed them my resume that had, military all over it, and they just looked at me, and they were like, this is a gay bar, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. They're like, okay, you're hired. And the guy pretty much told me I was hired because I was eye candy.
Yeah.
And
military?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did a lot of guys hit on you?
A lot. A lot.
Were you afraid of your co-military friends coming in and seeing you and killing you?
No, see, that's the thing, is that I had a friend who was in the military who actually was gay, or, he is. And, I asked him, I'm like, hey, because he was really familiar with, I guess, the laws and stipulations of gays who are in the closet roles in the military. There's this thing called the Servicemen's Legal Defense Network, and they primarily focus on, I guess, gay issues within the military.
Right.
And apparently, it's not wrong to be in a place in a homosexual bar or a gay bar, or to work at one. However, if you have a commanding officer who...
Is this the funny story that Norm asked you if you had?
What's that?
Yeah, all right. So, you got any funny stories of what happened in the bar?
Yeah, here we go.
Hopefully longer than that one.
I was closing the bar. It was more of a nightclub, really. So, I used to call them fan clubs, and with these groups of guys who would just tip me really well throughout the night. And towards the end of the night, I get these guys a round of beers, and then one of them goes, hey, you didn't put a cherry in my drink. And, I was really in a hurry to close down my register. I was like, okay, sure. So I reached for some cherries. I was like, wait a minute, you guys ordered beer. And the guy's like, yeah, but I want a cherry. And I kid you not, he, leaned forward and, opened his mouth like a baby chick waiting for regurgitated food from his mother. And I was like, I go, dude, I'm not feeding this to you. He's like... and he goes, come on. I'm like, all right, I'm game. So I threw the cherry in, stem and all. And then he spit the cherry out at me.
Oh, God.
I mean, he spit the stem out at me.
All right. Hold on one second, dude. That might be a good guy to talk to, man.
Absolutely. So that's...
Are you getting his phone number?
A couple of ideas for
it might be good that I come from a military background.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you could be an Army brat. Your character could be an Army brat.
Yeah.
Right, so we have now Bottoms Up, which is one of the gays, just one of the gays.
Yeah.
And obviously,
you can take out the just one. You don't need the just.
We don't need the just. Okay, so one of the gays.
All right. It is the Conway Whitman Show. Sitting in with us tonight, Norm Macdonald and Sam Simon. We're live at 97.1 Free FM.
Sam, look at you.